It is my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. Dr. Vance Thompson is a global leader in ophthalmology and distinguished alum of USD. Dr. Thompson has practiced laser vision correction and cataract surgery in Sioux Falls for over 30 years. His practice, Vance Thompson Vision, has grown to 7 practices in 6 states, spanning the upper, mid, and mountain west with over 400 employees. Dr. Thompson has performed over 110,000 eye surgeries and has been principal investigator in over 100 FDA-monitored clinical trials on advanced eye surgery. Dr. Thompson earned a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry from USD in 1982 and went on to USD's medical school. He earned his MD in 1986. In addition to his work through Vance Thompson Vision, Dr. Thompson also serves as a professor of ophthalmology in the USD Sanford School of Medicine, preparing the next generation of doctors. He has published numerous papers and book chapters and is co-author of a refractive surgery textbook. He has lectured and taught advanced laser and implant surgery to thousands of surgeons worldwide. He was inducted into the South Dakota Hall of Fame in 2003. He has also had 2 presidential appointments to the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., under 2 different administrations. Recently, Dr. Thompson was appointed as the president of the American Society of Cataract and Refractive Surgery. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my dear friend, Dr. Vance Thompson, our speaker of the 137th Commencement at the University of South Dakota.
Thank you so much, President Sheila, for that introduction. And wow, congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. I am so honored and so happy to be here with you today. I feel such a great energy from you all, and I just have to say it. May the 4th be with you. So. This university is very important to me and my family. I tell people that it was here at the University of South Dakota where I met my wife and found my life. Jana is here with me today, and we now have 3 children, 2 daughter-in-laws, 3 grandchildren, and 1 on the way. And parents, being a parent, bravo on raising your child, and congratulations for you also on their amazing achievement. And to all of you close to your special graduate, spouses, siblings, family, and friends, congratulations to you too. You have played an important role in your graduate's journey. And a special shout out that you are here for your graduate or listening online. Bravo for showing up to support your loved one. I marvel at the power of you showing up for one you care for and what it means to them and you. For the rest of your life, graduates, when you have someone close to you getting married, graduating, or some other special event in their life, the joy of being there for your loved one or someone you have a deep connection with, the joy of showing up will last for the rest of your life. I remember when I was in high school in Gregory, South Dakota, I told my dad, I don't know if I want to go to college. I blinked and I was on a combine crew. He had called one of our family friends in Lake Andes, Red Allen, and Red invited me on his custom combine crew the summer after my junior year of high school. And I cut wheat from Texas all the way to North Dakota. And when I came home after that summer to start my senior year of high school, I said, Dad, I think I'm going to go to college. And that summer, I had done a lot of thinking. I didn't have a family farm or a ranch to join like a lot of my buddies. I would have absolutely loved that. So I thought, no matter what happens in my life, maybe it is best I further my education. And I came here. USD helped to deeply shape me, and to have the approval of President Sheila, who I think is one of our state's most gifted leaders, who has two qualities that I find so powerful when used in combination: excellence and humility. Do you have the approval of her, this university's accomplished trustees and amazing faculty, moves me tremendously. And fellow alumni, it means a lot to speak in front of you too, because in a sense, we're related, and I like that a lot. Graduates, you have worked hard to get to this point, and you should take a moment and allow your accomplishment of this milestone we call graduation to sink in. You may go on to do something exactly what your major is, or you may do something different. But what you need to remember whenever you are presented with a challenge, that accomplishing this challenge proves you are capable of accomplishing much, much more. And in addition to being with you today to celebrate your wonderful accomplishment, my hope is to leave you with a gift of understanding that each of you has a superpower that I wish I would have been more aware of at your age. You have the power to change the life of other people. You have the power to change this world for the better, what I like to call the power of you. Please understand, when I was asked to deliver this commencement address, I felt a huge responsibility to give you a piece of me, a piece of my experience that hopefully would help you in life. And as I thought about today, this superpower was exactly what I knew I needed to talk about. It literally was my first thought. So that from this day forward, just maybe, our talk today would make you realize at your young age that every interaction you have with a fellow human being, you have an opportunity to be an energy giver. And wow, is it a fun way to go through life, allowing your inner greatness, your inner superpower to touch people's lives and make situations the best they can be. One of the most impactful ways to optimize your superpower is your attitude. Wow, do I love a positive attitude. And when you talk to veterans who've been at war and they're in a foxhole with their fellow soldier, and how their fellow soldier's positive attitude is one of the main reasons they're even alive to tell their story. It shows you the power of a positive attitude. And you will be in many foxholes, also known as stressful situations, in your life journey, and you will be amazed how much a positive attitude will help you and those around you. I like the way Chuck Swindoll puts it. Life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. I love that. We don't know how life is going to treat us, but no matter what, our response to life is 100% our very own. Nobody else gets our response. Our attitude is one of our most special powers. I love movies. They are kind of like counseling to me. As I am watching a movie, there is a parallel thought going on in me that helps me learn something about me and my life. I love the movie Ratatouille. It is about a rat named Remy who dreams of becoming a great chef, even though he doesn't have the support of his family and the obvious problem of being a rat in a profession where rats are despised. What drove that little rat to learn everything about being a chef was his passion. And against all odds, he also had a positive Winston Churchill never, ever, ever give up attitude. I believe passion and never giving up, also known as grit, and a positive attitude will take you a long way. I value a positive attitude so much that I dream of making a movie and calling it Attitude. That is how much I respect grit and a positive attitude. When I'm having a challenging day at work and I walk by a coworker who has no idea what I'm going through, and they make eye contact with me and smile, in that moment, something happens that makes my day better. And I believe my eye contact and my smile does the same for them. Each one of you has that power, the power of your sincere eye contact, your sincere smile, connecting. Don't take for granted the power you have to impact the joy of those around you. And what further amazes me is what a team of positive attitudes who treat each other with kindness and respect can accomplish. We're all moved by great music, and I actually am fascinated with documentaries about rock and roll groups who made it big. It's kind of an example of team to me. They worked hard together. They used their creativity. They practiced and practiced and practiced. They made beautiful music, and they moved a lot of people in our world together. But in some of those great groups, something negative started to happen. Someone starts to think the group's great music is mostly because of them as an individual. And that person starts to wonder if they could do even greater things apart from the group that they grew big with. And then something bad happens. The group breaks up because of that big ego of one person. And more often than not, that person goes on to make music with another group that isn't as great as they did with the previous group. I know there are exceptions, but you know what I mean. We are, like Jack Johnson says, better together. And yes, there will be difficulties in life. There is in any journey. And through the difficulties, your smile, your contact, your positive attitude, your joy of your journey make for an amazing teammate. And if the team is made of people like this, wow, can we do great things together. And we all have something special to contribute to the team that we are a part of. I love the story of President John F. Kennedy visiting the NASA Space Center in 1962 during the race to be the first country to set foot on the moon, a race where the astronauts were the stars. During the president's visit, he noticed a janitor carrying a broom. He walked over to him and said, "Hi, I'm Jack Kennedy. How are you doing? What are you doing?" The janitor responded, "Well, Mr. President, I'm helping put a man on the moon." He was so right. He was comfortable with his place on the team. He felt a part of the team. He was truly helping the United States of America be the first country to put a person on the moon. The power of team and the power of you on that team. I wish someone had told me this stuff at your age. As you heard in my introduction, I'm an eye surgeon. By working hard to have a caring practice, I found there is such joy to experience in being kind and respectful. And it all starts with our team. So many businesses think the best way to treat customers is to tell your team that the customer comes first. When I say no to that, my belief is that culturally, the team comes first. And that is truly what will make the best team and customer experience. I have a saying that I truly believe. The team that loves and cares for each other will create an environment where the patient feels loved and cared for. And I think that is one of the true keys to a better future, how we care for and treat each other. And while there's so many opportunities every day to practice this, at the convenience store, the clerk that people are interacting with so transactionally, and you step up to the counter, and you say, as you look into their eyes and smile, "Thank you." It says 1,000 words, and they do notice it. Or a flight attendant I was watching the other day, as he took care of each person he was serving with smile and eye contact, and he hands me a glass of water and making eye contact with me and smiling, and me doing the same back, I say, "Sir, I can tell you enjoy your job and you are really good at it." And he said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you from?" I told him, "Sioux Falls, South Dakota." And I said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "A small town north of Concord, New Hampshire. I have a small acreage. My daughter loves to play there and help me on it." He warmed my heart. Or your friend or sister or brother you haven't checked on in a while. You text them, "How you doing? I miss you." Or your parents, "Thank you for raising me." And on and on and on. There are so many opportunities to use the power of you to make someone's day better. And something amazing happens when we make someone feel like they matter. It makes us feel like we matter. So please, 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 even though we have a lot of interactions with fellow humans every day, don't become numb to them. Realize and share the amazing superpower of you. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2024.